Inifresi, Geninimas Tacula, Gi Hinasoku, Imas Tacula, Gi Corazonhu, Zanimas Figo, Nanina Sanyahu, Hu Ufresin Maisezu, Padabai Protehi, Zahu Defendi, I Hanengi, I Kotura, I Lenguahi, I Airi, I Hanam, Zanitano Chamorro. Nieren Shoku, Deretsu, Ginadzuas Tata, Esti Hua Fitma, Gihilui Biblia, Zani Bambarahu, I Banderen Guahan.
Buenas and Hafide, and welcome to Hestorian I Isla, our annual Mes Tzimoro television series. In this final episode, Rita Nauta with Guampedia will share an amazing fact about Guahan, and Polly Eric Forbes will teach us the Chamorro word of the day. Later, we will conclude our education and journey on the threatened practice of Amat Tzimoro. All that coming up, so stay right there. Hestorian I Isla continues after this.
This portion of Hestorian I Isla is brought to you by Mungy Pops and the Tselu Shop.
Hafide Tauta Guahan, Guahu Sirida Nauta from Guampedia.com, a community project that highlights the unique history of Guam and Chamorro heritage of the Marianas. Indigenous languages are key in preserving traditional knowledge and cultural heritage, and they're also at risk of becoming extinct by the end of this century. Chamorro, the native language of Guam and the Northern Marianas, is part of the Austronesian family of languages spoken in much of Asia, the Pacific, and even as far as Madagascar off the coast of Africa. Chamorro is labeled Malayo-Polynesian, although it is quite different from the languages of the other Micronesian islands and the languages of Polynesia. Hundreds of years of colonization has resulted in the addition of loanwords, particularly Spanish, but Chamorro grammar and sentence structure persists. Although the use of Chamorro has declined significantly in the last few decades, there have been efforts to revive it. In the early 1970s, the Chamorro Language Commission was established to set up policies regarding written and spoken Chamorro. The Comisión Somoru was just re-established. Chamorro language classes have been in the public schools, signs in official public spaces are both in English and Chamorro language competitions take place every year at the University of Guam. Chamorro immersion programs have also emerged, and the University of Guam currently offers a Chamorro studies program. Biba Finota, Biba Tzimoro, Biba Guahan. Learn more amazing facts about our island and history at Guampedia.com. You can also pick up a copy of our 101 Amazing Facts About Guam at UOG's Triton Bookstore, at Iputian or Tsetlu in the Chamorro Village, and the Guam Museum Gift Shop. Sizus Maasi.
Donkulu na Sizus Maasi, Rita, and Guampedia for your annual contribution of amazing facts about Guahan. For more information on Guampedia, log on to their website at guampedia.com. When we return, you will get to meet some of our traditional Chamorro healers from Gumazoamti. Over the past several weeks, we've learned about Chamorro medicine from its origin to the Zoamti that use them to cure their patients. In this episode, we will discuss the future of Haza Foundation's Gumazoamti at Oka Point. Starting off with Jeremy Cepeda, a board member and high school Chamorro teacher. Jeremy has been with Haza since 2008 and has sat on the board since 2012. If anyone knows of the progression of the Haza Foundation's movement, it would be him.
The progression of our movement has been kind of steady, and we've made a lot of progress, especially within the last 5 years. Haza Foundation here on Guam, we were able to work with some of the Zoamti, some of our native healers here, and we were able to provide a space for them up there in Tuman at the Sagan Kuturan Tzimoro. We're able to provide a place for them, provide them with supplies to do their practice, and also for them to sponsor apprenticeship programs. And that's very good for the community because it allows anyone that is looking for such services to go up there and see them at a set amount of time during the day.
Right.
So that's, I believe, one of our biggest accomplishments. And also, we've always been, Hadza Foundation's always been very Mariana-centric. Always been, we always had an eye for unity with our brothers and sisters in the NMI. And we've been working hand in hand also with Zoamti and other community members up there and helping develop their programs. And also they in turn help us too with information and camaraderie, and also how you say, also when I say information, that's a big broad spectrum, right? Information in terms of healing techniques, the knowledge of the plants themselves, what are they used for, what else can they be used for, you know, and things like that.
So your unity started from the Chamorro conferences that have been held?
Yes, the president of Hadza Foundation, Zita Panglinan, has also been a member of the steering committee for the then called the Chamorro conferences, and there have been about 4. And with each one, it provided a space for people of the Marianas to get together and talk about issues, right? Whatever the issue may be. Could be political issues, could be issues about land, cultural, language issues, and health and well-being.
Right.
And so those kinds of gatherings are very important, and a lot of key members in our respective communities are able to come forth and share what they've been doing, and also influence each other in a positive way, and share ideas, stuff like that.
So what has been the result of your meetings, or your working together with the Marianas, and what has been your most recent results or programs?
Certain things that are in the developmental phases. One of the things that the good people up in starting out up in Luta, what they're doing is they already created a community almond garden.
Yes,
that they're trying to do.
Yes.
Also, people have done it here, like Bernice Nelson, with the assistance of si Defunto Emilio Azuzu, was able to develop the almond farm there in Swamp Road. And us in Hadza Foundation, we're also trying to create something along similar lines. We have a lot up there in the Mataguac area, which we're currently trying to clear out because there's been a lot of illegal dumping and all of that. So we've been trying to clear up the trash and debris and then fix up the facility and hopefully turn that into another northern healing center.
Wow.
And I also believe they're doing similar things up in Saipan and Tinian as well.
Wow. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about the omelet program that you're trying to host in Luta? I know you guys are planning to bring a bunch of kids from here, from Saipan.
The program that we're trying to develop up there in Luta is, Almud is a part of it, but it's not the main focus per se. We're trying to get students from the target ages of 12 to 16, so that's like about middle school, high school age. Some from Guahan, some from Luta, some from Tinian, some from Saipan. We're trying to get them together to learn about traditional practices that have been sustaining our people for millennia. And so at this current point in time, a lot of our people are suffering from identity crisis, also health crisis, and a lot of these things is because we are disconnected with the land and the things that we have here. We're becoming strangers in our own place.
Right.
The typical person, if you go out to your backyard, when they look around, they won't know what the names of the plants are.
Right.
Right? They if you tell them that this is If this is, for example, Bena or whatever, they're just gonna look at you funny. But if you show them a pineapple, picture of a pineapple or an apple, they know what that is, right?
Right.
And so it's to get the kids together and teach them about things like farming, fishing, hunting, different types of hunting.
Like sustainability.
Sustainable practices, right? Sustainable cultural practices, how to feed themselves, how to live off the land.
Right.
And they will be taught in the target language, which is Chamorro, of course.
Wow.
And it is to teach them how to live in that way so that they can get a better sense of place and a sense of self to rediscover themselves as Chamorro people within the Marianas. And also everything will be focused around several beliefs, you know, that we hold important as people. That we say they're Chamorro beliefs, but really they're important beliefs to everyone as human beings.
Right. We just incorporate it into our culture,
Yes,
but of
stuff
course.
like inafa maule, ina
yes.
respeta. And so we do that. We're going to try our best. This is just a pilot program as of right now. Hopefully that will be developed into something more in the future. And so the hopes is that the children involved will learn how to do all of these practices, will learn more about themselves and their ancestors and how we live, be rooted, be connected in the culture and in our place. And so that when they become older and whatever career avenue that they pursue, they will be grounded in their roots.
Right.
And hopefully whatever they do, they'll always have, you know, be able to look back in their collective experience and guide them forward.
When we return, we will find out more about the future plans of Gumatsuamti.
Well, really, you know, one is really limited, not just because of outside forces, but because of we limit ourselves, you know, and we're only limited by our own, you know, work ethic, ingenuity, and imagination, you know, so there's always ways around certain things. I don't want to speak negatively on anybody, anyone or any entity out there. And so with whatever issues that do arise, we try to deal with them in the Chamorro way, which is the humane way, you know.
Talking it out.
Talking it out, you know, we need to have good conflict resolution and come to, you know, be able to agree to disagree and come to a compromise in certain things.
Right.
Because the biggest enemy of the cultural movement is ourselves,
Right.
really, right? Where there are certain individuals or organizations that can't get along with one another. You know, we should try our best to, you know, live in the spirit of Inafa Maulik, right? Where we do good for one another, we take care of one another, we treat each other good. And so, you know, if we have disagreements with other people, we shouldn't be talking bad about them. We shouldn't be taking, extra steps to try and destroy them or their name or anything, you know. We should just, you know, take a step back and try to see what we can do about the problem. What really is the root of the problem, you know? Talking bad about someone is not going to help anything.
Right.
You know?
Right. So it's the goal is to stay as a collective people.
As a collective people, you know, and this is a struggle that we've been having, not just us. This is not a struggle unique to our community.
Yes.
But this is something even that's been recorded even during the Spanish time here. Chamorros have lived a very clannish existence. So it's like, in essence, right, it's like my family against your family, or my family and our friends against you and your friends, you know.
Right.
But now we're moving more towards, you know, our sense of nationhood and peoplehood. And now's not the time to, you know, tafanat we're gonna cut each other down.
Right.
Now's the time for unity.
Right.
Right, and to get together, right, and look at what we have, look at where we are, look at what's happening to us, right, and try to deal with all of these conflicts and resolve them, you know, because there's many out there, right, and let's see what we can do together as people, because that is what's hindering us.
Right.
In that regard is ourselves. So never mind those people or whatever, you know what I mean. we're the same people.
Right.
Right? We're Chamorro people, Chamorro, right? And Guahan and the Northern Marianas, we are one people in one chain of islands.
Yes, we are.
The only thing that separates us is our political status, right? And which was set into motion, right, in 1898, right, in the Treaty of Paris. One piece of paper is all that separated us back then. But
Right.
does it really?
Right.
Right? Are we going to limit ourselves to the terms of that paper, or are we going to truly live as people of the Marianas, which I believe is the way we should go.
President of the Haza Foundation, Zita Pangilinan, has also seen her share of bumps on the road to bringing the Haza Foundation to where it is today. But none of this has stopped her or the organization as a whole. Here she shares their plans for the future.
So I think it's being open to recognize that our indigenous healing practices has great value, has helped so many people. But then the other angle that the healers say is, just because I gave you the medicine doesn't mean you're all going to be well. Again, it's that holistic part.
Right.
We have to eat the fruits of our land. So, now today we hear eat fresh fruits and vegetables, right? But how many people can afford it?
Right.
So Haza Foundation has been working, and we are going to be, we have been meeting with Chamorro Land Trust to get a 15-acre property down in Inarahan, right next to Inarahan Middle School, where we can engage the students and the teachers and the faculty in running a program called Food is Medicine, where our coordinator there will be working with our healers to not just plant medicinal plants, but to do a truly organic, or not even, they don't like to use the word organic, but natural, no pesticides, everything is natural. And so engaging students, and our Jessica Nangauta heads that program, and you'll be meeting her. And her belief, is that food is medicine, and that's how we can heal ourselves from the NCDs, and to start with our young people.
Our children most definitely are our future. They are the individuals that can carry on the dreams of the Haza Foundation. If we educate them now at a young age, they will more than likely move Amut Chamorro into the future. Ms. Pangilinan continued to share their future plans with our neighbors in Luta, as well as the threat to medicinal plants.
We are hoping to establish, we have been working with Rhoda to now engage young students in leadership immersion, Chamorro Leadership Immersion Academy. And with that, by really teaching and passing it on, the word can get out faster, and we can learn skills faster with a larger number of people. And we've also got an apprenticeship program that we've been working on. And but one of our greater challenges too is the fact that we're losing a lot of plants here.
Invasive species.
As well as the development and militarization. We are really struggling with the fact that the military is deciding to use Lutektan or Ritidian as a firing range. When you listen to the healers and the pain that brings, you touch that place where our sacred sites are, our ancestors are buried, and so much of our medicinal plants are.
Exists just there.
No, it exists, but that's where it's most, yes. These are the issues, these are the many challenges, but we truly, truly believe this is the answer. We really sense that this is the answer, and there's great interest, and we can make this happen. Here at Gumat Zoamti, we started out when we first opened up, 70 clients in the first month, and we opened 3 days a week. Last month we had over 300 clients. So we have expanded our hours from Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 to 1, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 6, and on Saturdays from 9 to 2. Our expansion, because of the demand, The only thing hurting us now is the plants and meeting that demand.
If you would like to get a hold of Gumatzo'amti or need their hours of operation, stay right there. We'll bring them back for you. But for the last time this year, here is Polly Eric Forbes with the Chamorro word of the day.
This portion of Hestorian I Isla is brought to you by Island Strings and Things, Mi Sazon, Cream Salon, Thai Smoothie and Grill, Tsodi, and AM Insurance.
Today's Chamorro word is one of our 4 main emotions, afraid. In Chamorro, ma'aknyaw. Some months ago, many people on Guam were ma'aknyaw when North Korea threatened to send missiles our way. You know you're ma'aknyaw when your eyes open wide and your eyebrows go up. Scientists think this is a physical response to a threat we fear. By opening our eyes more, we can track better what is threatening us, as well as plan our escape route. When we're ma'aknyaw, we tend to open our mouths as well, perhaps to breathe better, to supply the energy needed to escape. If someone asks you, "Kau ma'aknyaw hao? Are you afraid?" Some people from Asan can actually say, "Yes, I am ma'aknyaw," without actually being afraid. Ma'aknyaw happens to be the last name of a family in Asan. Maybe they can meet up with a family in Rhoda named Taimatnyaw, which means fearless. So here's hoping that whatever is making you ma'aknyaw goes away and that you're safe and sound. If you'd like to know more about Chamorro language, culture, and history, go to www.paleric with one E, paleric.blogspot.com.
Saina Maasi, Polly Eric. We are truly grateful for your continued work to preserve and pass on the Chamorro language. We look forward to seeing what you bring to us next year. We hope that this 4-part series has answered questions and restored your faith in the traditional Chamorro method of using Amut Samoro to heal. To learn more about Gumatzo'amti, make an appointment, or even find out if you can make it as an apprentice, call them at 747-2683 or check out their website at hazafoundation.com. Or you can simply stop by. They are located at Kuturan Samoro in Tuman. Their hours of operation are as follows: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Although Mes Chamorro is coming to a close, let us not forget who we are as people, as brothers and sisters. Biba Chamorro, Biba Mes Chamorro, Biba Kutrata, Tanota, Lenguahita, Zantoru y Tautau Marianas. Wao si Joyce Lenatalik, adios este kimalihi talu.